crazy mother.
What it do, soul visionaries and potential soul visionaries out there. I am your host, Rod Cohen, and you are now rocking with the mobile version of the Soul Vision Powercast. You know that place where we keep it unfiltered and raw. We talk about anything from porn to politics. We'll even talk about those things you might have heard or even saw. Now, today, it's going to be a short message for my young homies out there. You know, brothers, I mean, all over the internet, you're hearing guys jumping in and making videos talking about you should pay a woman for her time. A woman doesn't have to bring anything to the table. The woman is the table. She can make another you, and all these things. But they're still not telling you what do you get out of fucking with this particular woman. Nobody's telling you what you should get. See, this is a thing that I find really appalling, especially in the black community. We don't put enough emphasis on valuing our young brothers in the neighborhoods. If we don't teach our young brothers to love themselves, who will? We're supposed to teach these young guys that, number one, your health, your safety, the whole nine is your number one priority. Spend your youth creating opportunities to make the better version of yourself later on in life instead of spending your youth chasing some pussy. That's going to always be there. Just like trouble, just like parties, just like all the other shit that doesn't have any fucking thing to do with your success in life. It's going to be there. It's always going to be there. You don't ever have to worry about there ever being a shortage of pussy. There's more women than there are men. Which leads me to the next thing is convince, convert, connect. You all are spending too much time trying to convince a woman that does not really like your ass. You're trying to convince her to like you by impressing her doing things you normally don't do. You go outside of yourself. You become an impression. You become an impersonator. You become all these things, but she doesn't really like you. She likes the things that you can do, right? So that's what you do when you try to convince somebody. You're trying all these things to make her like you. You're trying all these things and doing all these things that you normally would not do. And you know what? That's not an all in all bad thing, doing different things, but now you're doing these things that will never in the long run have any benefit for you. Or number two, you try to find that chick out there wilding out, but she look good, but you're trying to find that chick that's out there doing all this stuff that you don't like, but you like how she look. Now you're trying to convert her into the person you want her to be, which is another no-no, bro. Which is another no-no. Which leads me to number three, connect. You have to connect with a woman with a like mind or an open mind. You have to connect with a woman that is not afraid to initiate the dates. The very thing she's asking of you, she'll do for you back. Hey, if shit gets, well, like they say, when the going gets tough, the tough gets going. Well, she ain't gonna run away from you when the going gets tough. She's gonna roll up her sleeves and, hey, whatever it takes to make it work, she's gonna be there for you. Now, for all you dudes out there that want to go ahead and spend money on females to impress them, to get some pussy or whatever, bruh, do you? Not everybody has to, everybody doesn't have to come out their pocket to knock it. And the funny thing is, the majority of the chicks that's charging these dudes exorbitant amount of money to be with them or saying have all these expectations, they done gave their pussies away free so many damn times. Now they want to get paid for it. Nah. Y'all brothers out there, man, y'all gotta become smarter, man. Become wiser. Now, when you do find that woman, though, now here's the thing, though. When you do find that woman woman that's on your team. When you find that woman that's going to, you know, when I say 50-50, I talk about, I'm speaking in terms of balance. You know, I speak in terms of balance, right? And 50-50 is not always what's needed to balance something out. I've often said that you can go 49-51, 52-48, you know, as long as one side doesn't go all the way down. You feel me? Y'all got to balance each other out. You know, life is about balance. You know, you got to have yin and yang. You got to have all these things. The universe operates, you know, on the premise of balance. And right now, our marriages, our relationships, they're off balance. You know, society as a whole is off balance. You know, we worship money and shun love. You know, even if you got a good character, if you ain't got that bread, these females don't want to be bothered with you. A lot of women right now are laying up with a dude that's either kicking their ass or they really don't like just because the dude got some money. You know, so what we're teaching our young girls at an early age is about prostitution, but we're trying to clean it up and make it look better, make it sound better. But it's just all in all, it's one of the oldest professions in the world. It's just prostitution, good old prostitution. Selling pussy for money, selling pussy for trips, selling pussy for, you know, any material thing or service, right? And pussy is not payment for goods or services. Pussy is not a prize to be won. And pussy is a present for me on my birthday. You feel me? That's it. It's just some pussy. And it's all around. It's you can find it any and everywhere at any time. For free or for whatever you want to pay for. So what I'm telling you, young guys, is that, man, start loving yourselves more, man. Respect yourself enough to say, you know what? You're not going to make me feel bad by requiring that I get something out of this relationship. Fuck that happy wife, happy life bullshit. It's a happy spouse makes a happy house. If we're both happy, that house is going to be really, really, it's going to run like a well-oiled machine. And that's what you want. You want your children to see people working together. And when I hear women that say, I don't compromise, I ain't settling, I ain't doing this, woo, woo, woo. Man, you know what? Most of these women are not even friends with each other, to be totally honest with you. They're only friends because they agree on the same thing. But as soon as someone deviates from the agenda, then all of a sudden that person gets shunned. These women can't work with anybody. You know, and then it's always that one dude that come in and, you know, and says, you know, he ran away from you because he want a weak woman. No. Y'all gotta understand, a confrontational woman is not necessarily a strong woman, and a woman that's willing to work with you and be on your team is not necessarily a weak one. You know, and we've gotten to, the black community is really stupid when it comes to all the mythological bullshit that we speak about when it comes to women. You know, women create, they create us. No, they don't. No, women do not create children. They don't. They just carry them to term. That's how their body's designed. The men shoot nut in them, fertilize that seed, and they carry it to term. So when Steve Harvey says, you know, she can make another you, he's a goddamn lie. You can't make another me without me. That's what I'm trying to say. See, they're getting away from the whole universal, they're getting away from the universal schematic, which is man and woman work together, right? We work together. There is no you without me. There's no me without you. You know, and I'm not saying don't treat your woman nice. But see, once you start putting your woman on a pedestal, you put her out of even your reach. Don't put your woman on a pedestal. Give her love. Give her protection. Give her all those good things. But I'm not worshiping a woman. You shouldn't worship a woman. She shouldn't worship you. But y'all should respect and love and honor and cherish one another, right? You know, that's it. But fellas, y'all gotta start manning up in a way that you command respect for who you are, not what you do. What kind of man are you? Do you have integrity? Do you have self-respect? Do you have self-worth? Do you value yourself? Are you a man that decisive when it comes to making choices? You got to be these things out here, man. Not for a woman, but for yourself. It's up to her to choose the man that she likes. You guys y'all got it backwards. Y'all over here running over here trying to get these women to like you. Nah, bro, that's too hard. Be patient. And the woman that sees what kind of man you truly are, she'll like you for who you are. She'll accept you for who you are. And understand that you have to be someone that's always thinking about growth, always thinking about improvement, not approval. Seek improvement, not approval. You feel me? And I think a lot of men, especially young men, are out here trying to get a woman's approval. Oh, I'm good, I'm this, I'm that. Nah, bro. All you have to do is improve yourself, improve your standings, become the best version of you that you possibly can be. And that right woman will come along. But you gotta understand when you're being played. So, yo, brothers, man, keep your eyes open. Just keep your eyes open. And when you do get that right woman, treat her right, man. Treat her right. Because trust me, all us old guys, we done made our mistakes with being with the right woman, messing it up. Learn from the older cats that's out here trying to tell you how to navigate these waters, man, properly. I'm not telling you to avoid women. I'm telling you to avoid the mistakes that most of us have made. Trying to convince a woman, trying to convert a woman over, instead of trying to connect with the right one. And then when you do connect with the right one, loving her the way she should be loved.